Welcome to the Lucky Health Channel. I'm so happy you've joined our health community today. We're about to explore some truly valuable health knowledge, and I promise your body will thank you for it. If you're new to our channel, please hit the subscribe button. It's like joining our big health-loving family. And a quick like on this video will give us even more motivation to keep sharing helpful videos with more wonderful people like you. Thank you. You know, I've worked with people over 50 for more than 3 decades, and there's one truth I've learned. Muscle strength doesn't just decide how fast or slow we move, it determines our freedom in life. The day you can still stand up from a chair with ease, carry your own grocery bag, or climb a few steps without holding on, that's the day you're holding on to a precious piece of independence. But once we cross 60, many people start to notice they're not as steady or strong as before. I've had more than a few patients tell me, "Doctor, I feel like I wake up weaker than I was yesterday." It might sound sad, but science has already explained why. It's a silent process called sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss. It's not some distant problem. It happens little by little, making your legs less steady, your arms weaker, and sometimes making it harder to regain the strength you've lost. But believe me, there is a way to turn this around. You don't need complicated or expensive methods. Sometimes it starts right with the familiar foods already on your table. And here's something that might surprise you. When it comes to fighting muscle loss, cheese can be a powerful ally. Not all cheeses are the same, of course. Some types are rich in protein and unique nutrients that help your body repair and rebuild muscle over time, especially when you pair them with the right eating habits and a bit of regular movement. Today, I want to share with you 5 types of cheese that have been proven to help rebuild muscle, along with real-life insights from my years of work and the stories of my patients. I believe that if you put them into practice, you'll start to feel the difference in every step you take. I've met so many older adults who tell me they avoid cheese because they think it's full of fat, high in salt, and not really good for their health. And I get it. For years, cheese has been linked in our minds to fast food, heavy calories, and little nutritional value. But you know what? That's not the full story. When you choose the right type and eat it at the right time, cheese can actually become a powerful ally in maintaining and rebuilding muscle, especially after 60. Our muscles, much like a well-built machine, need the right fuel to stay strong and flexible. As we age, the process of building muscle slows down while natural wear and tear keeps happening every single day. If we don't get enough of the right nutrients at the right moment, especially high-quality protein, the body slowly loses its ability to stay balanced, move with ease, or even take care of itself. And that's exactly why I want you to see cheese from a different angle. Not all cheese is created equal. Some varieties are rich in leucine-packed protein, easy to digest, and can keep your muscles nourished for hours. Once you know how to choose and pair them well, cheese stops being a suspect food and starts becoming an important part of your strategy to stay strong and independent as you age. Picture this: a warm Mediterranean summer afternoon, a gentle breeze, golden sunlight, and on the table sits a fresh, vibrant salad sprinkled with soft, salty white cheese, carrying a delicate aroma of sheep's milk. That's feta cheese, a staple in this region for centuries, and now modern science is finally confirming what tradition has long known. It's a powerhouse for health, especially for those over 60. Feta isn't just delicious. It packs around 14 grams of protein per 100 grams with enough leucine to kickstart muscle protein synthesis, like flipping a switch that tells your body to repair and rebuild muscle tissue. On top of that, it's rich in calcium and phosphorus, two key nutrients for keeping bones strong and legs steady as the years go by. What I love about feta is how gentle it is on the stomach. Made from sheep's or goat's milk, it's often easier to digest for people sensitive to lactose. Plus, it's lower in fat than many other cheeses, making it a smart choice for those who want to keep their weight in check. It's also incredibly easy to make feta the star of a meal. Crumble it over a green salad, stir it into a warm bowl of soup, or simply mix it with olive oil and fresh basil for a light, flavorful appetizer. Feta doesn't just taste good, it quietly works from the inside out to keep your muscles and bones well cared for. I still remember one of my patients, Margaret, 68 years old, telling me that every morning she felt like her legs were weaker than the day before, after adjusting her diet especially by adding a serving of cottage cheese in the evening. Just a few weeks later, she came back and said, "Doctor, I wake up feeling lighter and my steps are steadier." Cottage cheese is truly a quiet friend to your muscles. Each serving provides a generous amount of protein along with leucine, the amino acid that acts like a key to unlock muscle building and repair. What's special is that the main protein in cottage cheese is casein, which digests very slowly, releasing nutrients bit by bit over several hours. This means if you eat it before bed or right after waking up, your body gets a steady supply of fuel to nourish your muscles through the night or kickstart your day. It's not just nutritious. Cottage cheese is soft, creamy, and easy to eat, making it perfect even for those who have trouble chewing or digesting. You can pair it with fresh fruit for a naturally sweet touch, mix it with chopped vegetables for a light savory dish, or even blend it into a smoothie for a quick, balanced breakfast. To me, cottage cheese is like a small investment that brings big returns for muscle health, especially when age has already slowed down the body's recovery process. I want you to imagine this. It's a calm afternoon after you've taken a walk around the park or spent some time tending your garden. Your body feels a little tired, but your mind is relaxed. This is the perfect moment for a small serving of ricotta to act as a recovery remedy for your muscles. Ricotta is made from whey, the fastest digesting protein among all dairy products, like giving your body an instant refuel right after activity. What I love about ricotta is that it's rich in BCAAs, the branched chain amino acids that play a key role in repairing and rebuilding muscle fibers. They help reduce fatigue while supplying the building blocks your body needs to recover faster, which is especially important as age naturally slows down the muscle regeneration process. Ricotta is soft, creamy, and easy to eat with low sodium, making it friendly to both your heart and your digestion. Even those who have difficulty chewing or swallowing can enjoy it without discomfort. You can spread ricotta on whole grain bread for breakfast, mix it with roasted vegetables as a side dish, or add it to a light dessert for something both delicious and nourishing. To me, ricotta is like a double gift. It not only supports quick muscle recovery, but also protects your heart. So every step you take after 60 can still be full of vitality and confidence. I often tell my patients that sometimes a piece of cheese can be a quiet companion, helping you maintain strength and mental sharpness in your later years. Swiss cheese, like Emmental or Gruyere, is a perfect example. Just 100 grams of this cheese contains around 27 grams of protein, a number that should catch the eye of anyone serious about muscle health. Beyond its rich protein content, Swiss cheese is high in leucine and slow-digesting casein, which nourishes your muscles for hours after eating, almost like giving your body a steady fuel source to keep you strong all day long. What I truly value about Swiss cheese is that it has lower sodium than many other hard cheeses, making it gentler on your heart. It's also packed with vitamin B12, an essential nutrient for your nervous system and the production of red blood cells, helping you stay mentally sharp and physically resilient well into your 60s and beyond. Swiss cheese is wonderfully versatile. You can slice it and enjoy it with whole grain bread for breakfast, layered into a sandwich with crisp greens or melted over eggs to add both flavor and a protein boost at the start of your day. For me, Swiss cheese isn't just food. It's a thoughtful way to care for both body and mind, allowing you to embrace your later years with strength, clarity, and confidence. Parmesan is what I like to call small but mighty. Just a small amount each day can give you high-quality protein along with a generous dose of calcium, two essentials for keeping your muscles and bones strong after 60. What's special about Parmesan is that its long aging process removes almost all the lactose, so even people who are sensitive to dairy can enjoy it without discomfort. I remember one patient telling me she never thought a sprinkle of cheese over her meal could do anything for her health. But after just a few months of adding it regularly, along with some light exercise, she noticed her knees didn't ache as much when climbing stairs, and she felt steadier when standing up from a chair. That's the quiet strength of Parmesan at work. Not only is Parmesan nutrient rich, it's also easy to digest and incredibly versatile. You can sprinkle it over a hot bowl of soup, a fresh salad, your morning eggs, or simply add a touch to steamed vegetables to make them more appealing. Its lightly salty, nutty flavor doesn't just make food taste better, it also fuels your muscles to help you maintain strength every day. For me, Parmesan is like a special seasoning for both flavor and health. I often tell my patients that with protein, it's not just about the amount. It's also about the timing. Many people tend to have very little protein at breakfast, a moderate amount at lunch, and then load most of it into dinner. But our bodies, especially after 60, can't fully use a large dose of protein all at once. Instead, each meal should provide about 25 to 30 grams spaced evenly throughout the day, so your muscles receive a steady supply of building material for maintenance and repair. Think of your muscles like a construction project. If all the materials arrive only once a day, much of it goes unused or can't be put to work when it's needed most. But if those materials arrive steadily in smaller batches, the work site progresses more smoothly and lasts longer. Another principle I always emphasize is the post-activity window. Within about 2 hours after you exercise, take a brisk walk, garden, or even climb a few flights of stairs. Your muscles are in an open door state, ready to absorb and use protein most efficiently. This is the golden period for recovery and growth. So think of protein as a steady stream, nourishing your body, not a sudden flood at the end of the day. Spread it out, stay consistent, and take advantage of that window right after activity. That's the smart way to keep your muscles strong and agile for years to come. When it comes to cheese and muscle health, the key isn't eating a huge amount all at once. It's about eating enough and doing it consistently every day. From my experience, around 30 to 40 grams of protein a day from cheese is a good target for most people over 60. That works out to roughly 300 to 400 calories, enough to support your muscles without giving you excess energy you don't need. The trick is to spread that amount across different meals instead of piling it all into one sitting. For example, in the morning, you might have a little cottage cheese with fresh fruit at lunch, sprinkle some Parmesan over a salad or roasted vegetables, and at dinner, add a spoonful of ricotta to pasta or grilled veggies. This not only helps your body absorb it better, but also keeps your muscles fueled throughout the day. I always remind my patients that muscles won't transform after just a few healthy meals. It's like tending a garden. You need to water and feed it regularly for it to grow strong and bloom. For your body, that means staying consistent for at least 60 to 90 days. After that, you'll start to notice the difference. Walking feels steadier, climbing stairs is easier, and fatigue becomes less of a daily burden. That's the reward for patience, strength, and stamina returning, helping you stay active and confident every single day. I've always believed that nutrition and movement work hand in hand, especially when your goal is to keep your muscles strong after 60. You don't need to hit the gym or lift heavy weights. Even simple, steady movements are enough to send your body the message: we need to maintain and build muscle. Think of light activities like standing up and sitting down from a chair, doing wall push-ups, climbing a few steps, or spending some time gardening. They might seem small, but to your muscles, they're clear reminders to keep working and growing stronger. I've seen many of my patients improve noticeably just by keeping up these simple habits every day. Here's the key: give your muscles their fuel right after they've worked. Having a serving of cheese, whether it's cottage ricotta or a sprinkle of Parmesan, within 1 to 2 hours after these activities will maximize recovery. At that moment, your muscles are like a dry sponge, ready to soak up every nutrient to repair and rebuild. Pairing gentle, consistent movement with high-quality protein from cheese doesn't just help you keep your strength, it helps you stay flexible, steady, and confident in every step you take as you age. When it comes to adding cheese to protect your muscles, I always remind my patients that good nutrition should go hand in hand with safety. If you're lactose intolerant, don't assume you have to give up cheese entirely. Parmesan is an excellent choice because its long aging process removes almost all lactose. You can also find low lactose, low sodium versions of cottage cheese or ricotta in many stores. They still provide great nutrition while being gentler on your digestion and heart health. For those with kidney issues or taking blood thinners, even a seemingly harmless food like cheese needs careful consideration. The protein, minerals, or vitamin K in cheese can affect your health condition or interact with your medications. I've seen patients increase their cheese intake without consulting a doctor, only to have their health markers shift in unexpected ways. That's why my advice is to keep your intake steady, no sudden jumps, and if you're managing a health condition or on long-term medication, talk to your doctor before making cheese a regular part of your diet. When you understand your body and choose the right type, cheese can be a safe, reliable companion that nourishes your muscles while supporting your overall health. If you want to get the full benefits of these 5 cheeses for your muscles and overall health, you can absolutely weave them into your daily meals in a way that's both delicious and nutritionally balanced. Here's how I'd suggest breakfast. Start your day with a cool serving of cottage cheese topped with fresh fruit like blueberries, strawberries, or ripe peaches. This provides slow digesting protein to feed your muscles from the morning, plus vitamins and fiber from the fruit to gently wake up your digestion. If you want a change of flavor, spread smooth ricotta over a slice of whole grain bread, sprinkle with a pinch of cinnamon, or drizzle a little honey for natural sweetness. Lunch. Make a fresh salad with tomatoes, cucumbers, and lettuce, then crumble some feta on top for a light salty tang while adding calcium and leucine to support your muscles. For your main course, try grilled chicken breast or seared salmon topped with freshly grated Parmesan to enhance the flavor and add a boost of high-quality protein. Dinner, a plate of warm pasta tossed with ricotta and steamed vegetables such as broccoli or asparagus makes for a light yet nutrient-rich meal. Just before serving, sprinkle with Parmesan for extra flavor and a calcium boost. If you want a richer taste, melt in a few slices of Swiss cheese, Emmental or Gruyere for that creamy, stretchy indulgence. Post-activity snack. After a walk, some light gardening, or a short exercise session, enjoy a small serving of your favorite cheese. A slice of Swiss or a bit of feta with apple or grapes can help muscles recover quickly while keeping your energy steady. If you'd like, I can calculate the total protein and calorie content for this plan so we can make sure it reaches the recommended 30 to 40 grams of protein per day from cheese. And that's the whole story for today about 5 familiar kinds of cheese that can quietly become your allies in protecting muscle, keeping your strength, and preserving your freedom as you move past 60. Good health doesn't always come from heavy workouts or strict diets. Sometimes it begins with small, steady choices you make every day. If you found these insights helpful, give this video a like and hit subscribe so we can keep meeting in future episodes, where I'll bring you more real-life stories and practical knowledge about health and living an active life in your golden years. Thank you for staying with me until the end. I wish you and your family health, peace, and a life full of energy. See you again in the next valuable video. This video is for informational purposes only. Please consult your doctor before applying any of these suggestions.